Hello everybody, I'm Garrula64 and welcome to something really different. Today we have this little demo for Spyro Myths Awaken, which introduces, I was gonna say includes and introduces at the same time, you know what, let's stop. But it introduces this, this darker version of Glimmer from Spyro 2, which, I just thought was a really neat idea, and if you don't know, I'm a sucker for the Spyro series, and I've been streaming the games just, you know, over the course of the last few months. I'm smack dab in the middle of Spyro 3 right now, and, I wouldn't normally make a video about something like this, because I know a lot of people that are subscribed to me are not going to care very much. Also, hello there. I don't know what that is, but I believe it's like the main collectible of this game, or at least the demos, because in the last demo I played, there was something like that as well, but I never found them all. But yeah, no, I wouldn't usually do something like this, but I've just started to realize, if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it, because I want to have fun, and, you know, sometimes that includes doing things that I just want to do as opposed to what I think people are going to watch. I mean, I'm probably gonna have 2 videos uploaded today anyway, but for now, you're getting 2 videos, because ain't that nice? I'm a peach, ain't I? But yeah, so this demo, it pretty much recreates the look and feel of the classic Spyro trilogy, and I think it's been in production longer than we've known about the Reignited trilogy. I could be wrong on that. I've been following it, I just haven't, like, been following it super closely, because I do other things. But, so, I mean, here we are in, you know, Dark Glimmer in its Goth phase, who knows. There's even, like, a little bit of voice acting there with the gem cutter, if you want to listen to it. There are also just rifts everywhere, which is, very scary, because if you know the layout of Glimmer like I do, or, I guess if you just played Spyro 2 at all, you're gonna know how this level goes, except, you might want to watch out, because there are some new additions, such as, oh boy, there we are. And, I really like the new baskets and the new vases that are found in this demo. They look really unique. It really reminds me of, like, the switch up between Spyro 1 and Spyro 2. How we got, like, the iconic yellow baskets as opposed to the weird... And I forgot that was there. I wasn't kidding. These things will kill you, but, you know, some things switch between Spyro 2 and 3. In this game, I don't know if I've seen any of them yet, but there are actually some new gem colors. I believe I picked up the orange one already. It gives you 50 gems, which is basically equivalent to 2 of those pink gems. Yeah, the orange one was over here. And there's also like a cyan gem that looks really nice. It's even a different shape. The orange one might be too, I just didn't get a good look at it. And it gives you 100. So that's like something you really want to go after. And in this demo, I'm pretty much, or the video rather, I'm going to be going through all of this, collecting all the gems and the little, I don't know, MacGuffins. They look like atoms to me. I'm hoping that we're not drawing anything else from Bubsy 3D aside from that, but, yeah, so, being the first level of Spyro 2, transitioning to this is actually, it's a pretty big departure in my opinion, because the hell's it called? Glimmer, close enough. 2 G words that both mean practically the same thing. You'd think, you know, if your parents named you Glimmer, don't you think at one point you just enter a phase, you just be like, that's not what I'm about, Dad! And then you end up looking like this. It's like if you named your child Destiny. I feel like I knew at least one Destiny in high school, and I don't know what's going on with her, but... Alright, so then another thing you can do in this demo, if you're familiar with Spyro 2, there's a way you can, like, over here, there's usually a ladder that you can't access the first time you get here, because you need to come back after you get the upgrade to climb. So you can basically either take the Superfly power from outside and just sequence break it, like I think I did in my stream, or you could do some craziness with jumping off these gems, which are a lot easier to stand on in this, I have to say. And much like in the original, there's a way I can, like, I think I can break the sequence a little bit, because I don't know if they intend for you to jump up here and do this way. Or they very well could intend for you to do this, but it seems a little precise, so I really don't know. There's that cyan gem I was talking about. Absolutely beautiful. It's 100 gems in my pocket. Moneybags will be quivering in his boots when I come at him with 374 gems out of nowhere. Yeah, I just really like the ceramic looking vases in this. Which is very nice. And the game controls really well, to be honest. There's this one thing I have a complaint with the camera. You can hold down the shoulder triggers, and the camera just pans very, very slowly, and I didn't see anything about it in the options. But then there's, on the bumpers, you can have the camera snap to you immediately, which is what I've been using, because it's just waiting for this camera to turn around is a little bit, I don't know, it might get on my nerves, so I'm just not going to bother with that, as I return right to the triggers and try it again. Now here's a pit that killed me 6 or 7 times. Kinda didn't see it at first. And here's where the portal back to the homeworld would be, but instead we just have a portal to, I don't know, hell, I suppose? I'm not gonna jump in and figure out where it goes. It's probably just to the end of days. The end of me, at least, which I'm not interested in right now. And now we get to run in a circle and hit some vases, just good old Spyro fun. Like, that's one of the most fun things in the original trilogy for me, just smashing into a bunch of vases, one after the other. It doesn't have to be, like, really quick succession. It can be something like that. It's just, like, it feels Spyro-y to me, you know? And I don't know if I mentioned this new move I've been using, this, like, I don't even know what to call it, like that dive, like that ground pound dive or something. I think it has a name, and it was mentioned in the previous video showing off the last demo of this. Not on my channel, of course, because I've never made a video about this before, but on the channel that I'll link in the description, they replaced the standard, like, horn dive, or whatever you call it, the ground pound, with this new move, which gives you, like, a lot more, vertical momentum. And it really helps you land some jumps. Though I notice sometimes when I'm trying to do glides, Spyro just drops like a rock instead, and I think maybe it's something to do with me mashing the A button a little bit too quickly, so it doesn't read both inputs or something. Also, I feel like this is probably best played with a controller. I'm not sure if you can play it with a keyboard or not, but just for sanity's sake, I would say go with a controller. How many do we have? 609 gems. Haha, I'm glad there's a 0 separating those numbers, or else people will be in the comments making haha funny jokes. But also, I'm sure you've been seeing these things around the level every so often. This is part of the thing I want to do at the very end, because there's kind of like, it's kind of like a gauntlet, let me tell you. It's not something I love, but it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be when I was first playing this. Oof. Alright, that always feels like a clutch. Like, I feel like, I don't know if this level is going to be in the final product. I really like the idea of taking existing levels and making them, different. Twisting them around a little bit. Or just having you return to them and having, like, way different challenges to go off of. Thank you, Zoe, I appreciate that, and where was it that I have to go? I have to go this way now. Dark Glimmer. I mean, like, there are so many areas in the Spyro trilogy's history that would work really well for this. I mean, I don't really know the purpose behind this, like, Dark Rift Glimmer. I don't know what happened, if there's any story context for it. But I'm sure if there was some kind of story context, you could probably do something with the bosses, too. I feel like that'd be cool. You revisit old locales, and you also revisit old bosses, except they're corrupted by dark magic. I mean, they're already corrupted in their own right, but some dark magic never did anybody harm, you know? Except every time it's ever been used. Alright, so now these things, you gotta flame them, and then run to the other ones. You gotta hit them all before they stop glowing. They're kind of like the poles in Glimmer in this, I don't know, in the vanilla game. Like, you need to kind of fly as fast as you can past the poles and light them up with your fire breath, or else, you know, they start distinguishing, I guess? No, distinguish, that's not the word I was looking, I mean, they're extinguished. They start becoming extinguished, I guess you could say. Distinguish is a completely different word that I didn't mean to use. Happens frequently, don't you worry. And if you're able to hit them all in a relatively quick time frame, I don't think I missed any of them, but I feel like I might have. You get a whole boatload of gems from each of the baskets. And there we go, there's your level complete. And I feel very accomplished. Like, this little demo, like I said before, I usually wouldn't make a video like this, because I don't know if people are interested in it, but I'm interested in this, and I really hope it shows, because I had a great time playing that, even though it was the second time playing through it. And, I'm just really looking forward to more, because I am a Spyro fanatic. I am dying to get my hands on the Reignited Trilogy, and even if the Reignited Trilogy feels, like, so crazy different from the originals, even if I don't end up liking it for whatever reason, there are still fans out there that make amazing fan games like this, that really replicate the feel, and the look, and the sound, and the fun of the original trilogy. So if you're interested in Spyro at all, I really suggest you check out the original Spyro trilogy. There you go, not jumping again, my friend. And then if you want to see more, I would really recommend checking out this fan game and its previous demo, and following the people that are making it, because I think it's a really great time, and maybe you'll find something you enjoy too. If you've never played Spyro, you should. Really amazing 3D collectathon. So that's going to be everything I wanted to show off for today. So if you like this video and you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell, follow my Twitter, and join the Discord to keep up with more anything I feel like, and other things that are things that alright, you know, the usual outro doesn't work with that particular line of dialogue, so I'm just gonna give a quick shout out to my sponsors. We've got TJ McNee, Knuckles Channel 3 and Knuckles, Emeralds 3 and Emeralds. I wonder if there's any inspiration from names there. We have Pat569, Mitron, Atlas Requiem, Beyond, Silva PhD, Random Gamer 157, Henry S, Rob Morrison, Mega Trafficone Creative, and Mike TGC. Thank you guys so much for supporting me through sponsors/channel memberships. It really means a lot. And if you have any interest in becoming a sponsor or channel member yourself, please make sure to check out the link in the description for more information and all the benefits, such as being shouted out at the end of every single video and stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.